going to talk about in this video, excuse me, is how to add and subtract, excuse me, exponents. This is like a continuation of like a part 2 for how to multiply and divide exponents. If you are not sure as to what I mean by exponents, please go to our channel and look at the video explaining what that is. Let's start with some examples. Excuse me. Let's say we got something like 3 squared plus 2 cubed. 3 squared plus 2 cubed. So when you're adding and subtracting exponents, the rule is the same as when you're multiplying. One thing that's gonna be a recurring theme while you learning algebra. It's like a language, so you gotta get used to reading new symbols, but you gotta kind of get the basics down. But it's like learning a new language, like learning Mandarin, Sanskrit, Swahili, etc. It's a different type. It's different symbols, so you gotta really understand this, especially for algebra. We'll probably talk about why in algebra that's so crucial. But you got to learn how to read different, what's called notations. So let's talk about this, kind of what this base is. So again, an exponent is just, every exponent has a base. Let me start with that. It's not just you're going to have like a naked exponent just out there without a base. It's always going to have a base. And so this is kind of the setup. The base is on bottom and the exponent is on top. When you adding, so let's look at this example. When you're adding two exponents, we don't say base all the time. We just call them powers and exponents. But when you're adding two exponents, the bases have got to be the same. The bases have got to be the same. If the bases are not the same, let's see what you're supposed to do. So let's look at this example. We got 3 squared plus 2 squared. The first thing that you ask is what if the bases are the same. And these are not. So in these cases, what you have to do is there's no other option other than to simplify it down and then do the addition. That's it. This is for every part. We're gonna do a couple of examples, but that's the whole thing. If the bases are not the same, you just gotta go through the calculations and then with the operation. So 3 squared, that's 3 times 3. That's what that means. And so 3 times 3 is 9. So this is 9, excuse me, plus 2 cubed is 8. It's 2 times 2 times 2. It's 8, so 9 plus 8, that is 17. So 3 squared plus 2 cubed is 17. Let's do another example. Let's say we got something like 5 squared plus, let's do 3 cubed. Let's say we got something like 5 squared plus 3 cubed. First question you're going to ask is if the bases are the same. The bases are not the same. So what we do is, again, we got to go through the calculation and then do the operation. So 5 squared is 25 plus 3 squared, which is 27. That's going to be 52. So 5 squared plus 3 cubed equals 52. Ain't no exponent. We're not gonna try to put no exponent up here, or we're not gonna try to turn 52 into having an exponent, because that just complicates stuff. Because not everything necessarily work out so smooth when you try to do that. So when the bases ain't the same, just use this, you know, do the calculations, and whatever number you get, that's the answer. So again, that's why this 52 ain't got no exponent. That's all I'm saying. So 5 squared plus 3 cubed is 52. So now we got a subtraction problem, but it's the same process. Are the bases the same? They are not. So we don't have any other options than to just calculate it and then do the subtraction. 4 cubed is 64. Let me know in the comments if I'm messing up my arithmetic. And 2 squared is 4. So 4 cubed minus 4 cubed minus 2 squared equals 60. That's how I go. Again, the bases are not the same, so we had to break it down and then go through with it. Let's do maybe one more example. Let's say we got 1 squared plus 3 cubed minus 2, let's do 2 cubed, 2 squared. So what do we do in this situation right here? It's the same thing. It's a little bit more complex because we got one more term, but the processing is still the same. The first question that we ask is if the bases are the same, and we don't got no similar bases in this situation. So that means we got to break each of these down and then go through with the addition and subtraction. 1 squared is 1, plus 3 squared, which is 27, minus 2 squared, which is 4. So we got 1 plus 27 minus 4, that's 28, minus 4, which is 24. So 1 squared plus 3 cubed minus 2 squared is 24.